Hello wonderful person, welcome to Stories Quick. Today, I will explain an American apocalyptic thriller titled World War Z. The movie follows a family as they fight for survival. As the pandemic threatens to consume humanity, Gerry, played by Brad Pitt, leads a worldwide search to find the source of the infection and, with luck, a way to halt its spread. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. The movie begins with Gerry having breakfast alongside his wife, Karen, and his two daughters, Rachel and Connie. Soon after, they spot on the news that the federal government declared martial law, and Connie wonders if Gerry misses his old job, as he had to quit his job to take care of the girls. We can only guess what Gerry's old job was. Afterward, the family leaves the house, but there is a road blockage, which surprises them. Gerry switches on the radio, and they hear the news about an outbreak of rabies caused by being bitten by an infected animal. Not long after, the city descends into chaos as an infected truck driver crashes into the cars like a bulldozer and starts to horrifically bite people in order to transmit the infection. Fearful for his family, Gerry quickly drives the car to escape from the situation, but Rachel becomes scared, which causes him to crash into another vehicle. Grounded, they run from the car and begin to sprint, as normal people are violently turning into zombies. More and more infected people continue to bite the citizens in order to transmit the infection. The city is in pandemonium now, and we can see military planes and helicopters flying overhead. In the chaos, Gerry notices it takes about 12 seconds for people to turn once they are infected. Gerry and his family eventually manage to get into a truck and escape the city without harm. On the road, Rachel develops a terrible asthma attack, forcing them to stop the truck and tend to her. While Gerry tries to help her breathe, he receives a call from Thierry, who tells him that a helicopter will pick him up very soon, as they need him back. The family then heads to Newark, New Jersey, but first they stop at a store to get some supplies and medicine for Rachel. Gerry and Rachel leave to get medicine, while Karen and Connie get some supplies. While getting the supplies, Karen is attacked by two men, but Gerry comes to her rescue and shoots them with the gun he picked up from the truck. He kills one of them, and Karen is let go. For a brief moment, it looks as though a police officer might arrest Gerry despite his holding the rifle over his head, but the officer is simply looking for supplies himself. Gerry runs outside with his family, but soon finds out that the city has been destroyed. However, Karen spots an apartment building, and they decide they will have to run toward it for shelter. Gerry calls Thierry to ask about the helicopter, but he discovers that help isn't arriving until sunrise. With no other option left, they run to the building, but infected people give chase with violent intent. They manage to escape but lose sight of Connie in the process. While they leave to check for her, they see a man named Tommy and a couple hiding in a room and ask to join them. Gerry switches on the radio, which advises them to stay indoors for the next 2 weeks until the unidentified virus is controlled. The next morning, Gerry tells the couple about their escape plan, but the husband does not agree and asks Gerry what they will need. Gerry prepares for the escape, and he leaves with his family. While they run, they are attacked by a group of zombies, but Gerry stays back to fight them while Karen runs away with the girls. On the rooftop, they spot the helicopter, and Karen throws the flashlight to signal to them. Meanwhile, Tommy runs away from the room and helps Gerry, allowing the two to escape to the rooftop and join the rest on the helicopter. The helicopter takes them to the UN command ship, where Gerry meets with Thierry. After settling them in, Thierry informs Gerry that the president is dead, the VP is missing, and 4 of 6 joint chiefs are dead also. They are in the worst-case scenario. He then takes him to the control room, where he meets Dr. Fastback from Horde. Fastback is there to find the source of the virus and develop a vaccine, even though Gerry thinks that he is too young for that. Later on, Gerry meets with the captain, who informs him that he will be sent in alongside Dr. Fastback to help Fastback with the search for a cure. Fastback argues that the plague is a virus, whose origin must be found in order for a vaccine to be developed. They convince Gerry, as he was the best investigator back when he worked for the UN. However, Gerry tells him that he can't help them as he needs to protect his family, but the captain reminds him that he can only help them if they find a solution to the infection. Gerry informs Karen about it, and she tells him to reject the offer as he doesn't work for them anymore. But Gerry tells her that they will be kicked out of the ship if he doesn't work for them. Gerry gives her a cell phone to call him and promises to come back alive before leaving to join the team. After flying for a while, the team has to make a stop in Camp Humphrey, South Korea, as they need to refuel. Upon leaving the helicopter, they are attacked by a group of zombies, and a scared Fastbash tries to run away. However, he slips and accidentally kills himself in the process. The team is rescued by the American army, and they are taken to the location where these zombies first attacked. They are told that the doctor was attacked by a soldier who went AWOL, and the doctor in turn attacked all his patients. Gerry informs them that the infected people he saw turned in 12 seconds, but he is told that it takes 5 to 10 minutes to turn there. While they leave, Gerry spots a CIA agent, Davidson, who was caught selling guns to North Koreans, and Gerry decides to interview him. Davidson tells him that the answers they need are in Israel, as they were aware of the virus before it spread, which is why they were able to seal off their country. He tells him to meet with Jürgen von Brunn in Jerusalem, and Gerry informs the team about their flight to Jerusalem. Soon after, Gerry tries to contact Karen, but the network is bad, cutting the connection. Later on, the soldiers set out to refuel the tank and get the team to the helicopter. However, their plan goes wrong, as Karen calls Gerry, alerting the zombies to the sound. The zombie attacks them, but Gerry, alongside the pilot, are able to escape. Upon arriving in Jerusalem, Gerry meets with Jürgen, who tells him that they built the seal to protect the country after intercepting a communication from Indian troops. The communication informed them that they were fighting Rakshasa, meaning zombies. Jürgen shows Gerry around the city and the Jerusalem Salvation Gates, where they let people in. Gerry sees the people singing and clapping, and he asks Jürgen who he can speak to if he goes to India, as it is too late to build a wall. Meanwhile, zombies try to climb the wall from outside, and they eventually breach the gate, entering the city. Chaos ensues, and everyone begins to run in fear of being bitten by the zombies. Jürgen orders some soldiers to get Gerry to the helicopter safely. The group begins to run, shooting and killing the zombies that they come across. While they run, Gerry notices that these zombies are not attacking a skinny boy, but continue to run with the group. While they run, one of the soldiers, Segan, gets bitten by a zombie, but Gerry quickly cuts off the hand and bandages the hand, preventing her from being infected. They soon get to their chopper, but these zombies attack it, causing it to blow off. However, they spot another airplane, and they rush toward it. Gerry and Segan board the plane alongside other passengers, just barely escaping the city with their lives. On their way out, Gerry helps Segan to change her bandage, and he has flashbacks about all that has happened. He immediately makes a call to Karen, asking her to give the phone to Thierry. He asks him if he could get them to the nearest WHO medical facility, as he thinks they can make the vaccine. Thierry talks to the pilot, and the pilot gives him the direction to a nearby WHO facility in Cardiff, Wales, even though he doesn't know if they are still in operation. Soon after, a waitress is attacked by a zombie, and the two begin to attack other passengers. Gerry notices the attack and begins to block the compartment alongside other passengers, but these zombies are alerted about their location after a passenger accidentally drops a box. Segan shoots at these zombies while Gerry tries to fight them, but he soon spots a grenade on Segan. He opens it to destroy the cabin and eject these zombies. However, the plane is destroyed, forcing the pilot to activate an emergency landing, leading to the crashing of the plane. Gerry survives the crash due to the use of a seatbelt, but gets stabbed in the stomach. He sees Segan, who has also survived the crash, and they both walk to the WHO facility, even though Gerry passes out at the gate. Back on the ship, the news of the crash gets to the UN, and Karen, alongside the kids, is sent off the ship. In the next scene, Gerry gains consciousness after 3 days, and he is asked to identify himself. Immediately, he tells them to call the number on this phone, and Thierry picks up the call. Gerry is surprised that Karen did not pick up the call, but Thierry tells him that he did what he could. Later on, Segan is informed that Gerry's family has been taken to a refugee camp in Nova Scotia, even though Gerry thinks that they are not safe. He is then taken to the laboratory where he tells the scientists that he thinks the virus needs a healthy host, and he believes that infecting the population with a lethal illness acts as a camouflage. The scientists agree to try it out, but the pathogen sample is in a facility filled with 80 zombies. However, Gerry, Sagan, and the head doctor head out to the facility to get the samples. The three quietly find their way to the vault, but they are soon chased by these zombies after the doctor accidentally makes a loud noise with his weapon. Gerry tells him and Sagan to find the vault while he distracts these zombies. However, as they approach the vault, they are attacked by a group of zombies, forcing them to return to the laboratory. Meanwhile, Gerry is also attacked by 2 zombies, but he kills them with his weapon. While he returns to the lab, he finds out that the vault isn't opened yet, implying that Sagan and the doctor never made it to the vault. Gerry gets to the vault safely and gets the samples. However, as he is about to leave, a zombie arrives in front of the room. Left with no choice, Gerry injects himself with one of the samples, even though he doesn't know which one is deadly, and asks the rest to tell his family that he loves them. After waiting for a while, Gerry opens the door for the zombie, and the zombie passes by him without attacking him. The group is happy at the discovery, and Gerry makes his way to the laboratory. Gerry, alongside Sagan, leaves for the Freeport safe zone, Nova. He reunites with his family, and a vaccine is developed as a camouflage. The vaccine is administered to the people uninfected, allowing them to move safely and even fight against the zombies. However, they believe that the war isn't over, as they haven't found the source of the virus and a permanent cure. Then the movie ends. Thank you for watching the recap. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post the next recap. See you next time.